y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming the where I'm going to college video and a little bit about why I decided to go there and my college experience applying and everything. So yes, I am sitting outside today because it is beautiful out, and you might hear birds. I just filmed this entire video and I was like, I'm refilming it because the lighting sucked, so I put the little umbrella up around our outside table so that I can film this and it'll look a little bit better. So I'm just going to jump right into it because this video did take it was already at 10 minutes when I decided to refilm it, and I was barely done with the list of things I wanted to talk about. So I'm just gonna get started. I have my list of things that I want to talk to you guys about, my Starbucks, and you know, everything's good. If you want to know what I got from Starbucks today, I will show you my order and you can screenshot it. I got a grande iced chai tea latte with vanilla and soy milk because I'm lactose intolerant. But yes, so I'm gonna get into this video because it might take a little bit. I just graduated 2 days ago from high school. I'm officially in my summer. Well, I was in my summer a little bit ago, but now I'm officially into summer 2018. My graduation party's on Saturday, so I feel like I'm finally like in a place where I can do this video. I've been wanting to do it for a little bit now, but honestly there's just been no good time, but now I have free time. So originally when I applied to colleges, my entire life I wanted to go to a big school. My mom went to the University of Wisconsin and my dad went to the University of Michigan. We are die-hard Michigan Wolverine fans. Any sporting event, anything related to Michigan, we're there. We're obsessed. So that was my whole life. I grew up going to Michigan football games. I love Michigan. So as you know, we still go up there every summer to go to the lake. So I mean, I was in love with it. I wanted to go there so badly. And I wanted a big school. I wanted football, and I wanted like 25,000 students or more. Like, that was my thing. I talk a lot with my hands, so yeah. In high school, I took all IB classes and some AP classes. I was in orchestra all 4 years. I've taken 7 years of a foreign language, and that was kind of what I did in high school. I didn't do as well as I would have liked to. I averaged like a 3.5 final, but my sophomore year was really difficult for me. I don't know why. I averaged like a 2.5, like some quarters. It was really bad. My first ACT score was an 18 and my last was a 26, so I did go up. And I'll tell you why I'm not going to go into stats so much after a little bit later, because I do think that it doesn't matter in some capacity, so I do want to tell you that. Some overall things to think about: the acceptance rate of a school, the average GPA, all that. Worry about it, but don't stress about it. I was stressing about it, and then I got into schools I really shouldn't have gotten into based on their acceptance rate. So think about that. So applying, I applied to like around 14 schools, and I would not recommend that. I think you should stay under 10. Everyone told me to stay under 10, but I didn't listen. And so if they're all on Common App, you don't really have anything to lose if you apply to more, but I would say to stay in the 10 range. Just because it's easier on everybody involved. Some disclaimers: I did have an ACT tutor, I had a math tutor, I had a reading tutor for the ACT. I never took the SAT. My parents hired somebody to help me with my college essays, and I did have a college counselor, not paid because my dad works for the IB. He had a friend, but I did have a college counselor. So just so you know, I didn't do it all on my own, and without them, I don't know if I would have gotten in, because a lot of schools commented on how great my essay was. And while I think I could have written a great essay for all of my schools without one, it was really helpful to have somebody. So if you have that available to you, take it. I had like a complex about not taking the help, and like, I don't know why, because honestly, like, it benefited me so much. So let's talk about where I applied. If I keep looking down, it's because I have my list. I applied to Hood College in Frederick, Maryland. I applied to Ole Miss, which is in Oxford, Mississippi. I applied to Keene State College, which is in Keene, New Hampshire. I applied to Lesley University, which is somewhere around the Boston area, Massachusetts. I applied to the University of Mary Washington, which is in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I applied to Towson University, which is in Towson, Maryland. I applied to McDaniel College, which is in Maryland somewhere. I applied to College of Charleston, which is in Charleston, South Carolina. I applied to the University of Vermont, which is in Burlington, Vermont. I applied to The Ohio State University, which is in Columbus, Ohio. I applied to Miami of Ohio, which is in Oxford, Ohio. I applied to James Madison University, which is in Harrisburg, Virginia. I applied to Elon University, which is in Elon, North Carolina. I applied to Goucher College, which is in Towson, Maryland. And I applied to the University of Rhode Island, which is obviously in Rhode Island. As you can see, I applied to a wide range of schools. That lists, like, Ohio State 60,000 kids and Goucher's like 4,000, I think. So I did apply to a very large range of schools. That is because my mom was dead set on a small liberal arts college. I was dead set on a huge Big Ten college, and my dad was kind of like, let me be in the middle. As you can tell, I did not apply to Michigan, and here's why. I did not make the grades to go to Michigan, and I knew that. I didn't have the GPA, I didn't have the ACT score, I didn't have anything that they wanted, and I would have rather kept my dream that I had as a little kid to go there intact. I was like, if I know I'm not going to get in, then I'm not going to apply, because I would rather have it in my head that I could have gone there than I knew I couldn't because I got denied. I had a large legacy, like a 15-person legacy, but I just didn't apply. So I got accepted to Hood, Ole Miss, Keene State, the University of Mary Washington, Lesley University, Towson University, McDaniel College, College of Charleston, and the University of Vermont. I also got into Goucher and URI off the wait list. I did not get into The Ohio State University, Miami of Ohio, James Madison University, and Elon. Let me tell you a little bit about each of the schools I got denied from. The Ohio State University was a total gag. I was not going to go there. I didn't want to. If you know anything about Michigan, you know that Ohio State is our arch rival. We hate Ohio State. But I did it to piss my dad off, and it totally worked. He was like, oh my god, I can't believe you're doing that. So yeah, that's why I applied there. Miami of Ohio, my cousins went there, some of them, and they really loved it. I didn't know much about it, but I knew that it was a really nice school. I didn't end up getting in, which didn't really break my heart, but I did kind of, I would have liked to get into all of them, obviously, but not getting in to 5 or 4 out of the whatever, how many, 10, 15 that I applied to is fine with me. JMU was the one that broke my heart. I wanted to go to James Madison so badly. It was my dream school. It was everything I wanted. I loved the Greek life. I loved the football. I loved the location. I loved everything about it. And I didn't get in, and it broke my heart. But I think that I am where I'm supposed to be. And I hate when people say that, but I do think it's true. And if I hate where I am and I really want to transfer to JMU in my sophomore year, then I'll do that. I think it's important for everybody to understand that you don't have to stay where you are. If you end up hating where you are, then you can change that in a year. But I loved everything about JMU, and it's sad that I didn't get in there. But and then Elon, again, I had no type of grades to be getting into Elon, but I did it anyway because I loved it there. And that was a reach school. So you need to apply to reaches, targets, and safeties. I applied to a couple safeties, a lot of reaches, and a good amount of targets. So I got into where I wanted to. I was set on Ole Miss, but my mom does not dig it. So yeah, that is where I got denied from. While I was sad about all of it, I think that it's fine now, but I was really sad. I did a whole 360 about college. Like, I did a whole 360. Surrounding my views on college. I realized a couple things. When you're applying to college, your parents will tell you 1,000,001 things that they want you to do, and it drives you insane. I think I had a fight a night in my house my junior year about college and senior year. So after that had all settled, I realized I didn't want to be 13 hours away from them, because I didn't actually hate them. I love my parents. I'm an only child, and I'm very close to them. And I think the only reason that I really was like in that mood was because during the college process of applying, they were terrible, which a lot of kids say that is true, and it is definitely true. I realized that being in a small school, an 8,000 person school, didn't mean that it was small. It's actually pretty big. It's medium sized. 25,000 is a lot of kids, and I did like that, and I still do like that, but I think that where I'm going is also a good fit. I have been dating the same guy for a little over 2.5 years now, and I realized that I wanted to be close to him. If you watch Allie and Riley Leave It, they are kind of like us. We do plan on getting married in the future, not as soon as they did out of college or out of high school. I don't even think she went to college, or she might have, but I don't know. But we do plan on getting married. We are very young, and anything could happen, but as of right now, that is our plan. We're not engaged or anything, but that is like the end goal for us. And so I do want to be close to him. I wanted to be able to drive, you know, an hour or two to see him. So yeah, he's staying in state, and if you want to meet him in a video or me to talk about our relationship, shoot me a comment down below and I can do that for you. So I wanted to be closer to my family than I realized, and closer to Alex than I realized, closer to my best friend Sabrina than I realized. I think I really wanted to be closer to home. I wanted to be far enough that they couldn't visit me every day, but close enough that I could visit them on the weekends if I wanted. That's kind of how my views changed on college. Now, where I'm going to college. I am going to the University of Mary Washington, and I could not be happier. I found a great roommate. I know where I'm living. I know what some of my classes are. I loved the campus. So yes, why I chose it. I chose it because when I went, it felt like home. And I know so many people say that, but it's so, so true. The minute I walked on campus, I was like, this is it. And I already knew that I didn't visit before I got accepted. So I already knew that I didn't get into JMU where I wanted, so I was looking in the same area. They have a 5-year master's in education program because they are a Virginia school, so I can get my master's in 5 years in education, which is what I wanted, and they have a really good school of education. So I love it. And I'm really happy that I'm going, and I'm really excited to see what comes next for me. And it's true. If you tour a college and you love it, go there. I mean, it's a feeling. You'll know it when it happens to you, and it's truly awesome. As for changing your expectations, it's okay. I know it's hard to not get into where you wanted. I know it's hard because it happened to me. And it's okay to not do as well as you thought. The reason I didn't talk about stats that much in this video is because I got into University of Mary Washington with a 22 on my ACT because I hadn't taken my last one yet, and a little, like a 3.4 or 3.3 GPA, which is under their target, and I still got in. So my advice to you is to write a strong essay and do the best you can, and don't stress too much because you will end up where you're supposed to. Whether it takes a year for you to transfer or anything like that, you will end up where you're supposed to. So that is it for this video on where I'm going to college. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other questions surrounding college or anything else you want to see, leave it in the comments below. Yesterday I got a comment from a girl, I think her name is Allie, if I didn't get your name right, let me know, who said that she really loved my content, and obviously I'm an up-and-coming channel, and so it was so nice to hear that someone was actually watching me. So if you guys have any requests or videos you want to see, leave them down below. I'm a very open book, and I will try to get to as many topics as you want. Or as you want to see. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you want to see next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!